Alright, it's time for another low elo Darius game. Hooray for Darius. Check 1. Attack damage red, attack damage green, armor yellow, measures and scaling blues. Check 2. And 921 0 masteries. So I start with blue boots, 1 blue potion and 3 health potions. The mana potion is because holy crap, does his mana not last him too long, even with blue buff. Boots is because he's a very immobile champion, and the enemy team has very crappy mobility champions. Ari's really immobile early until she gets level 6. She's easily ganked by most every jungler in the game. Vladimir, kind of the same thing too. His poison as good, as get out of the jail free card as before. You can destroy him pretty damn fucking easily. And Sion is probably even less mobile than Darius. So, Sion tried to do his goddamn red, but of course I beat him to it. I think he was doing his other camps first before coming down here. I don't have enough power to kill him, so he gets to live scot-free. I go to gank Ari, and you'll see the most badass gank in all time. Press Q, she flashes. So after she flashes, I walk away. Technically this is a successful gank. I know these are low-level players, but people learn by having their mistakes pointed out. I'm not really saying anything bad to them in chat, but I will tell you what they're doing wrong. Anyways, Doran's Blade, because they're also very fucking squishy, including the Scion, and raw damage is really fucking good and destroying people. Well, for whatever reason, Vladimir comes in this bush, face checks it, and I easily just grab him and destroy him. That Wukong Flash was ridiculously unnecessary, but whatever. I get first blood. It's going to help me snowball even more. Sion comes in. He tries to do whatever. By the way, that's nobody messages you. Nobody likes you. They hate you. Everybody likes me. That's why they message me. Anyways, go back, buy another Doran's Blade, buy more potions, and a mana potion with the ward as well. Reasoning for that is that the mana potion, again, is going to help with the mana issues Darius has until he buys Sheen or something. And more Doran's Blade for murder power. Health potions because he's got sustain issues. For whatever reason, this bottom lane did not ward. I'm a very immobile champion. They really need to ward the tribush or places afar from them. Because since my mobility sucks so much ass, they don't need to worry about me bypassing any of their tribush wards. Tribush wards and getting to them. And this is another really bad trade by the enemy. Watch this. They go right after me to try to kill me. They blow everything they have on me, and the Ahri is going to get eviscerated by me and Orianna. So she dies. You know why that's a really bad trade? Because now Ahri is dead, and Ahri is dead again. And he also didn't have flash anymore. And now Orianna gets to free farm even more. And then Orianna steals blue. Orianna has not left. Well, she has left lane after killing the Ahri. And bottom is just some good items. But she hasn't had any disadvantage. Ahri's been able to Orianna's been able to free farm all game. Ahri's behind and shit. This is yet another mistake. So they had it warded. The way they backed off at some point showed me that they had my approach warded in some way. So what was the big glaring mistake? Well, it resulted in them fucking dying, and so I must explain. Oh yeah, we have a support Nasus, by the way. Their mistake was overcommitting to the gank. They had no mana, they had no way to control them, and they only deal damage. They were nowhere near dead unless they were stunned and allowed to be blasted for a couple more seconds. So even if they had killed the Varus or the Nasus, I would have killed all 3 of them. The second they saw me coming, they should have immediately backed off. That was just them being very greedy, or rather inexperienced and dumb. Like, I know they're low-level players and they are inexperienced, but they make a lot of dumb plays. A lot of the things you could do to improve your game are essentially common fucking sense. And that's not even exaggerating. It's like we can get this Varus. And we will probably kill him, and we'll get a kill. But then Darius will kill all 3 of us. 1 for 3 is very not much worth it. It's simple math. Here, on the other hand, this one's kind of a knowledge fail. Look at the item difference between Vladimir. Vladimir has only 1 offensive item and a Doran's shield. The Doran's shield isn't going to help against a character that uses his abilities to deal majority of the damage and his passive to destroy you. Plus, I had 2 Doran's Blades and a Hex Drinker. The Hex Drinker alone is going to destroy the enemy team, as it helps me versus magic guys, and they're all pretty much magic. Along with the fact that I had a lot of AD from my items. I will destroy this Vladimir. I was also equal level. Even though he's a laner, he is not doing as much, as well as me. By the way, in this whole Ari scenario, I'm not even going to say anything. Just watch. Ah, that was not even necessary from the Ari. That was not even necessary, and she died for it. So I destroy Sion, no problem, obviously. Because once again, look at the massive item difference. It's a machete, 2 daggers, and a crit glove. Those are hardly offensive items. Like, they don't help them in any way fight me. So, and Sion, I mean, I have a massive damage difference against the Sion. I will destroy his low health and low defenses. Sion is not tanky early. Keep that in mind. This is why I decided to take advantage of him and build pure damage. Their team is ridiculously squishy. I could probably kill 2 or 3 of them before I'm dropped, as long as I'm not mass focused. And even if they focus me, I'll probably take down 1 person and hopefully the rest of my team destroys them. So once again, I catch Vladimir, and in this case, I do not use my ultimate. It is very not necessary to use my ultimate. I caught him, and I can just destroy him. Here, once again, he either did not ward or did not ward early enough. He had a ward in his pocket, but he didn't. But he chose not to. And here is once again the Ari overestimating her chances. She face checked me. You never face check the bush against a character that can destroy you. In this case, Darius. This Sion was once again pressing his luck and will inevitably also face check me. This allows me to take 3 free attacks on him, or 3 free abilities, and I destroy him with no effort. That is another mistake. Never face check your opponent who you want to duel with. If you're gonna duel, and this is one of the biggest things with jungle dueling, even though that wasn't in the jungle. Never face check your opponent if you know he's gonna want to fight you, because that means he's gonna get 2 and sometimes 3 free attacks on you before you get to respond. Or unless you have skill shots. Skill shots doesn't fucking matter. But in that case, I got to attack him 3 times. Auto attack, QW, in the same kind of motion right there. So that was 3 free moves on him, and then I was able to start attacking him once more. But as we all know, in duels, even 1 attack can make a massive difference. I don't know what this Vladimir was thinking, so he's pretty much just dead. At this point, I think they kind of just gave up. That said, as I said again, in dueling, never face check your opponent, never give them an advantage to the line of sight. Line of sight is one of the most important ways you can win. Cool, like if you juke them through line of sight, it gives you 1 or 2 or even 3 seconds of free breathing room, and that will allow some of your cooldown abilities to come back, which is why I didn't just bum rush the Sion even though I could have destroyed him. I went back into the bush to let my cooldowns refresh before I engaged him, because otherwise he'd engage on me with a stun or whatever, and I wouldn't have had time to restore some of my abilities. Either way, this game was rather easy, and you already saw some of the really glaring mistakes that I took advantage of. But also, hopefully, you took notice of my decision to invest in boots early because of how immobile they are. That's one of the things you can do to win lower level games, is to completely make your start a complete counter or advantage to yourself in contrast to your team, enemy team. Anyways, hooray for Darius.